What up, y'all? We the 404 HEELZ. I'm Aaron. That's Steph Ronan. We doing that weekly AEW review. We got our Dynasty reactions already out there for y'all, so we're not going to touch on that. We're just going to touch on the Collision. That was pre-recorded, unfortunately. And then the Dynamite, which was live. And maybe it did 1 million views on HBO Max. Maybe it didn't. We don't know. We don't know the numbers. You listen to one person, it did 10 views. You listen to the other, it did 1 million. Who knows? Who knows?
It depends who's getting a check from WWE.
Yeah, if you're getting paid by WWE, it didn't do good.
Exactly.
And, hey, WWE, if you want us to pay us, we'll shit on AEW too. But for right now, we love AEW. We get Hobbs and Ishii versus my boy Fletcher and Takeshita. Great match. Ishii's back from his neck injury. I think he got dropped on his neck a couple weeks ago. I forget by who, but that motherfucker got dropped on his neck. Dude's athletic for a pot belly uncle. I like it. I feel like Hobbs is kind of getting pushed to the side right now a little bit.
Yeah. This match was sloppy at times, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I feel like midway through the match, Ishii got his bearings on himself and he started he was well oiled up and he started cranking it up. But the first half of this match, bro, I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
It didn't seem like the best of matches.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. And it was because of Ishii. It wasn't because of Hobbs or Takeshita or Fletcher.
Yeah.
So,
but we'll see where Hobbs goes from there. I don't know. We'll see. We get the greatest wrestler alive, Max Caster. He comes out. What?
Hold on.
What am I missing?
Missing the crew promo with Nick Wayne.
Oh, yeah, which sets up the Dynasty match.
Yeah.
They say, ask your daddy for permission.
Yeah, crazy talk. But, yo, let me tell you something. Nick Wayne has a lot of star potential, bro. He's so young. You know, the dude is only like 20 years old.
Yeah.
He's young
bro.
as
I
hell.
thought he was really Christian's kid, bro. When I first started watching AEW, I said, is this motherfucker really Christian's kid?
Yeah, he's young. He's a young dude. So I like Nick Wayne. I'm gonna keep banging Nick Wayne's drum because I like that shit. And I also like Crew. I like these two little Cooper Troopers. You know what I'm saying? Like I like these dudes. So then that was a good promo. And then we get to your boy, the greatest wrestler.
The greatest wrestler alive, bro.
Bro, I can't.
It's such a good bro. And they're like, Max Caster sucks. And he's like, no, that's not the cheer, guys. He's like, come on, guys. I'm the best wrestler alive.
Max Caster's the best wrestler.
Yeah. But my crackhead uncle comes out, handles the light work, handles the light work. Shit was funny. And also in Zero Hour Dynasty, we get the return of his tag team partner.
That was dope.
Yeah.
Bowens, Anthony Bowens. New promo, new music, new repackaging.
Yeah. I don't like the shirt, the tube top that he wears or whatever. Not a fan of that.
Hey man, that's his, what he said, he's the pride of AEW, you know what I'm saying? So that answers that question.
Where's he go from here? Bowen, where do you think? Could he be the fill-in, bro?
He could be the fill-in.
And I also have another fill-in option on Word on the Street too.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
He could be the fill-in person. And then, after we get a little bit of Max Caster and all this, so we get a little bit of Jay White promo. Bang, bang, gang, man. He stay injured, bro. I can't.
Yeah, that's what you said. Every time he gets hot,
he gets injured, bro. It's sad. It's really sad, man.
It happens though, man. Physical sports, especially in AEWs,
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely as physical these matches are. Then from that we get Crew versus Top Flight. Decent match. Top Flight wins. The crowd wasn't really into this match though. Did you notice that?
It's Leo Rush and Action Andretti, bro. We're not feeling it right now. We're not into it. And Top Flight, a couple months ago, they were coming out looking like fucking airlines pilots from Delta.
Yeah.
So it's just two tag teams who don't have any traction right now. Yeah. And honestly, do you see either of them ever compete against Hurt Syndicate right now?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like winning, contending?
No, not winning. No, not winning, but
it's just going to come out and be squash matches. You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
Yeah.
Then we got a little interference from Nick Wayne and AR Fox comes to the rescue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's something I do want to see. I think that match should be on the fucking pre-show for matter of fact, that should happen at fucking
Double or Nothing. AR Fox got
Wayne.
some talent, bro.
AR Fox, bro.
Let me see AR Fox versus Kevin Knight. Let me see that match.
Ooh.
Let me see that match.
Oh,
throw it on there.
I'm sorry. We already did. We saw it in Atlanta. That was the match. First time I seen Kevin Knight was in Atlanta. We was there. It was Kevin Knight versus AR Fox.
That's
that match.
right. We talked about that last week. Shit.
It was.
That's why it's in my mind.
Yeah. ROH. It wasn't on down. It was an ROH match. That shit was fucking great, bro.
Yep. That hell yeah.
Adam Cole, baby. Daniel Garcia, sit down.
Fast forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to hear them talk again, bro. They've done enough talking. No, I'm good. Y'all are fighting.
Too much.
We get it. Yeah.
It was too much.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to get Pac and Cash Wheeler.
Yeah.
One-on-one.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
Pac gets a roll-up win. You don't want either one to look weak. You know, we get a little interference or kind of interference, but, you know, Dax and them, they're doing the hugging. We all know what happens at Dynasty. If you don't know, we got the reaction show. Something big happened.
Yep. I mean, and up to that point, I'm glad it happened because they was making Dax look like the weakest link in that group.
Mm-hmm.
He kept costing them the match. But see, the thing is, I didn't understand why did Colt get mad at Dax for losing the match when Dax actually intercepted the chair shot or the hit that was about to happen to fucking Cash Wheeler.
Yeah.
He intercepted it. Like, you know, he saved his partner.
Yeah.
And Colt was like,
Yeah. And you know Cope ain't getting pinned. You know Cope ain't getting pinned. He wasn't He wasn't even in the screenshot when that pinfall happened, bro.
What they call him? They call him Cope Hogan now.
Cope Hogan, baby. Not today, brother.
Nah, we're not getting pinned today. All right. So we know what happened at Dynasty. So if you didn't, check out the reaction show and you'll know.
Yeah.
Shane Taylor Promotions. Good promo. Great promo from these guys. And I feel like they're starting a new gang warfare in AEW is breaking out. Don't it feel like a lot
of fractions happening?
Yeah. A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we get Speedball versus Dralistico.
We already know who's getting the win. We knew who was getting the win for sure. Definitely knew it was going to be Speedball. Yeah.
3-0. 3-0. Ricochet, you know, nut kick.
Still yet to get pins. Still yet to get pins.
Yeah. No, he hasn't.
Yeah. Then we get the future. I mean, there's no women's tag team in AEW, right? Belts?
There is no women's tag belts, no.
If there was ever a tag team that needed some belts, it's Mercedes Moné and Harley Cameron. That's for damn sure, bro.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure, bro.
Yeah. Mercedes Moné, Harley Cameron versus Athena and Julia Hart.
Yeah.
Decent match. You know, Athena and Hart wins, but, you know, decent match.
Athena looks like a powerhouse. You know, she does a double suplex with both of them on her.
Bro, Athena's a beast, bro. Like,
yeah.
I am waiting for her to be full-time AEW roster because I don't know what's taking her so long, but she's a beast. She's definitely could be added into the mix of women, bro. Again, bro, the AEW's women's roster is stacked.
Yeah.
Stacked, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Let's throw some women's tag team belts in there, man.
We could. But, I mean, do you think they have enough women to have a tag team division?
I mean, yeah, because, I mean, you got Queen Aminata, you got Chris Styles. I mean, there's so many
women.
Yeah. I mean, think about you have enough to do a women's own Heart tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. True. That's true.
For sure.
That's true. Before that main event was Monet and Harley versus Athena and Hart. We got the Thunder Rosa and Chris Statlander.
Oh, yeah. Talking about how they're friends, but they're going to beat each other. Oh, who's going to beat me? Blah, you know. I'm
like still
not sold on Thunder Rosa, bro. I don't get it.
Like, this is the second time I've seen Thunder Rosa. Like, was this, like, I wrote down, that choke and slap exchange looked so, like, awkward.
Yeah.
Like, was that not supposed to happen?
She needed to stay off Busted Open and hit the training center a little bit more.
A little bit more, bro. Because that shit it looked like, it wasn't smooth, put it that way.
Yeah.
It looked like it was kind of off script.
And I feel like Chris Statlander is kind of like, even though she wins on Dynamite against Thunder Rosa, it just seems like she's kind of fallen flat since her loss to Mercedes Moné as well.
That's true.
And that was your girl. That was your girl.
That's my girl, man. That is my girl. But they ain't really doing nothing with her since the loss of Moné.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to find something for Chris Statlander to do.
Yeah.
Man. Like, she's a talent. Like, she has the look. She's a talent. Bro, I dare say, between Megan Bayne, Chris Statlander, who else?
Think about that for the women's championship right now. Penelope Ford, or tag team champions. Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford. Boom. Right there. Instant tag team champs, bro.
Yeah, they got some.
Maybe Megan Bayne versus Mercedes Moné's on the way, bro.
Maybe.
I could see that, even though I do want to see Mariah May versus Mercedes Moné. Eminem versus Eminem.
That's happening, but trust me, not yet. Yeah. I feel like Mariah May, when she comes back, she's gonna be a face.
Yeah. I mean, after that match, they're gonna have to cheer, man. They're gonna have to cheer after the storybook ending match.
So, like, you know, Dynamite, Collision being pre-taped, you know, I gave the show a 7.5. It was wasn't bad, but it wasn't nothing outstanding about it. So
they're never gonna have any big reveals because you got to wait a week. Internet's gonna let everything leak. Yeah. So
that's true. Well, shit, let's get into the live show.
The live show,
Dynamite,
and like I said,
crazy crowd sold out. Nice, crazy crowd sold out. Let's start out. Kick off with the Death Rider segment, and I am so happy that they are doing these things because the Death Rider storyline, for the first time in a long time, or shit, forever, it makes sense. Everything is making sense. Did you notice this whole Dynamite? It was a Death Rider component versus somebody else. The whole damn show, bro.
Yeah, and they're starting to tie the loose ends of this Death Rider story into everything, which is what we're all excited about. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm telling you, it changed my perspective on Death Riders. I fuck with the Death Riders, bro. I fuck with the Death Riders now because I fully understand what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
So Death Riders, we get the first match. We get Moxley versus Shibata. Crazy work. I gave that shit as an 8.
Yeah.
Moxley wins, but then the Young Bucks come out, cut a promo. Okay. And they restated the mission statement for the Death Riders. He's like y'all, we want to change AEW.
Yeah.
Like y'all, what did he say? Because it was like 3 things he said. He was like, we are more common. We see things more.
Yeah, we're the same people. We're like, and they said they weren't here to. They were here to help Hangman Page.
Yes.
Not the Death Riders, but they ain't got no problem with the Death Riders either. He's like, hey, we ain't got no problem with y'all. Stay out of our business. We'll stay out of your business type shit.
Right.
Like, you do your thing over there. We'll handle our business over here.
Matter of fact, they turned around after saying that. We want to team up. Death Riders and the Elite. What, you going to get a Death Riders Elite? You know what I'm saying?
That'd be crazy.
Death Riders Elite.
That'd be crazy.
Faction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then your boy comes out in his gym attire again. Kenny Omega, talking about 2 chihuahuas taking shits in his friend's apartment or something, bro. Just falling flat, bro.
Yeah.
Just struggling through and there was a couple times, bro, my boy, he was struggling, bro. He was struggling a few times during that promo. He had to pause, and it looked like he was like, what the fuck am I supposed to say next? What am I supposed to say next, man?
Yeah.
I was Kenny Omega tells a fucking 10-minute story to make a 1-second point, bro. It was fucking terrible. It was the worst I've seen Kenny Omega since his return, bro. It was bad. It was bad. It wasn't the best.
Like, was he even prepared to even go out there? Because he came out with a hoodie and some shorts on, like, bro, like.
Yeah, and Mark Henry pissed because he didn't come out with his belt, and Okada didn't come out with his belt. So where are the belts, bro? Where are the belts?
I don't know, man. It just.
Yeah,
they do things.
He said, y'all are tearing up papers for your OnlyFans and your private jets, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, the Young Bucks got an OnlyFans? That's crazy work. I didn't know that shit. Or was he talking or was he talking about paying for OnlyFans? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. This Kenny Omega segment made no sense to me at all. Like, and he was like, I left AEW, y'all made it shit, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, maybe that. But you don't got to tell a story about your buddy's dog shitting in the apartment while you're partying, you know?
Yeah, and the whole point of that story was is the 2 chihuahuas with the fucking Young Bucks.
Yeah. I get the reference, but god damn it took a long time, bro.
It took a while to get there, bro.
Yeah.
It did.
And then Okada comes out, says nothing, and then Swerve comes out and cuts a promo. You know what I'm saying? And he said he's going buck hunting. And his shotgun's full. I was like, that was a good line. Line.
Well, see, everything tied in together. That was great because Okada came out to face off with Kenny Omega.
Yeah, it was going to be 3-on-1 because Kenny Omega was trying to get in the ring.
Because Okada is part of the Elite.
Yeah.
So 3-on-1, but then all of a sudden Swerve come out there to help out Omega.
Mm-hmm.
And then who attacked Swerve from behind? Pac. And now we get into our second match of the night, Swerve versus Pac. See, I like how they set everything up.
And I will say there was a lot of backlash that everyone's like, well, Swerve was just in a championship match with Moxley, and now he's facing Pac on Dynamite. And I was like, this happens all the time.
What's wrong with that?
They interfered in the match, so Swerve needs to get a little redemption from the people that interfered in the match. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It happens all the time in wrestling, guys.
I can reassure you guys, Swerve is nowhere near done with the Death Riders.
Yeah.
He's in that storyline now.
Mm-hmm.
And his eyes are still set on that AEW championship, so he's not done.
And he's going to be the special guest. I'm telling you. There's another option I heard, but I still think he's that special wild card in this Owen Hart, and it's going to be we're getting Hangman Page and Swerve on a Dynamite, bro. It's going to be awesome.
Okay. Wow, bro. See that type of match? That's pay-per-view type. But I would put that on TV.
But they've already done it at pay-per-view. They've already done it. So let's get one on Dynamite.
Man.
You know what else was a match that we saw in Atlanta that was pay-per-view quality? Swerve versus Ricochet. And we saw it live in Atlanta on a Dynamite. Tony don't give a fuck. He'll put a pay-per-view match on a Dynamite. And that's what you said. Like, sometimes the Dynamite matches will be better than the actual pay-per-view matches.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Tony don't care. He'll give the people what they want, bro.
Hey, he says, enjoy your wrestling. This is what he says. So it was that was good. I like that. I like the flow of the show. Mm-hmm. It didn't leave you. He was like, what the fuck?
One thing led to another. One boom, boom, boom,
and
boom.
It was all in succession, and it was all justified.
Swerve gets the dub with the big curb stomp off the top rope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hangman Swerve. Now, to the people who was talking about AEW don't do long-term storytelling, bro. Come on, how much story's been going on for almost 3 years?
Yeah, and it's a story that's in the background with other stories on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? It's always what the fuck. What about, like, you'll forget about it, and then Hangman will do something towards Swerve, or Swerve will do something towards Hangman.
Yeah,
my boy Hangman made little Prince Nana look like a bitch, though. He's sit down. Prince Nana said, okay.
He had to, bro. Prince Nana is no threat to nobody, bro. You saw what Prince. Oh shit! You saw what Marina Safir did to his ass at Dynasty. Shit, he ain't no threat. But check this out though, man. I like the part where Hangman getting a buckshot lariat, and he's like, "Swerve, who should I do? Who should I get?"
But he had to make sure they knew. He's like, I wasn't there to help Swerve. Yeah. I think you were. I think you might have. I think
Swerve admitting that he did deserve his house being burnt down kind of changed fucking with his mind.
Fucking with the mental, bro. Fucking with the mental.
Hell yeah.
He's like, no, you're supposed to hate me, Swerve. I'm fucking you up. You're supposed to hate me. And Swerve's like, man, that was all my fault, bro. That's all my fault.
I got a theory. I think they're finally turning Swerve a pure babyface after him being a tweener for so long.
Yeah.
They're turning him pure babyface and him admitting that he deserved for his house to be burnt down by Hangman because of what they did to Hangman breaking into his home and staring over his baby's crib. Matter of fact, they alluded back to it later on with Prince Nana saying, "Man, it's been like a year. I've been wanting to tell you something. Sit your ass down."
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. This is good. Look, come on, man. AEW since the 2025 turn year has been hitting on all cylinders. Their show has been more storyline, a lot of more replays. I saw more replays on Dynasty than I ever seen in a AEW pay-per-view. You know why?
Yeah, like spot replays. Yeah.
A lot of callbacks.
And some throwback, not a long promo package before every match, but a little history. You know what I'm saying?
So they on the right path, bro. Again, we had to give this company time to find their bearings because they're very young. This company is only 6 years old.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. You can't compare it to WWE, who's had 40 WrestleManias, y'all.
Yeah, you can't compare to WWE, period, because it's two different style of wrestling.
Yeah. How about you compare it to TNA, which they're bigger than TNA, and TNA's been around longer. How about that? How about you compare AEW to TNA, guys? Do that.
That's true.
Do that for me.
That's true.
People will still say AEW shit compared to TNA.
We both know that ain't true. We know
that ain't true.
AEW is the big number 2 in the United States. We all know this.
Yeah.
You either go to WWE or AEW. That's just what it is right now. It's
even NXT has been around longer than AEW.
Right.
And AEW is almost caught NXT. You know what I'm saying? And NXT has the backing of TKO and WWE.
Crazy work, bro.
You comparing a filet mignon to like pulled chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to compare chicken and pork, not fucking filet mignon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, it's again, AEW. I cannot even lie. Like, this is the first 4 months of 2025 has been better than the whole fucking year of 2024.
Yeah, for sure. Hands down.
I mean, I'm talking about full totality of the product, not just the matches, storylines, promos, producing. I mean, they're doing different angle shots, bro. I mean, it's a better product this year, this time around. It was almost like once they got that new renewal of the contract, they turned everything up. You know what I'm saying? Max, they're doing good numbers on Max. The numbers are increasing every week. Dynamite, I don't know what this one did this week, but the last week show increased a little bit more. So they're doing good. They're on the right path.
Yeah. We get this 4 versus 4 match, bro.
Yeah, 8-man, $400,000 match.
I like Ricochet's like, bro, I'm keeping this money. It's all going to me, son.
Bro, he said this is Team Ricochet. All of them like, what? What are you talking about, bro?
My boy Crackhead Uncle, he's like, I'm going to diversify my portfolio.
Bro, out of nowhere.
Invest in stock and bonds, bro.
Everybody was talking about, I'm going to go, Will Ospreay said, I'm going to Disneyland. The other ones was like,
Speedball say he gonna buy some shoes. Kevin Knight say he going to the 404's own Magic City.
Yeah, bro, yeah. And then all of a sudden, the one dude you thought he was gonna say some rugged shit, the motherfucker, I'm gonna diversify my portfolio. Everybody was looking like, what?
Too funny, bro. Too funny, bro.
Good pro wrestling shit.
I did think it was funny, bro. So they all come out to Ricochet's music. That's it. Then Mark Briscoe gets his own music. Then the other 3 just come out to Will Ospreay's music. I was like, we know who the priorities are in AEW right now.
Yeah.
I definitely thought Speedball would come out to his own music.
Yeah, I think Speedball
sure.
should come out with his own shit too, man.
Yeah.
You know,
but overall, great match. That great camera angle, the above with them all doing everything. Great camera work that time, for sure. Great match overall.
Yeah.
Kevin Knight, big splash. Good shit, bro. It was good shit, man.
It's good. Typical AEW type shit, bro.
Yeah.
It was good. We're
going to give you the stars in one match just so all y'all can see them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And you know what? And that's good shit. You paying more bang for your buck when you go to an AEW show. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like, the show we went to, I didn't know that show was gonna be that fucking good. Like,
it was fine. It might be one of the best Dynamites of the year. You know,
still to this day. And we got to see it in Atlanta live, and it was sold out. Crowd was fucking phenomenal. That was a very memorable night, bro. I didn't know that show was gonna be that good.
What was the most memorable part?
The kickoff. How they kicked off the show was fucking. It had me sucked in, and then turn around and follow that up with an Ospreay versus Davis match. Oh, Mark Davis match. Oh my god, bro. I mean,
mine's still Tony Storm dressed.
Then the Tony Storm. Oh my god, bro. It was just too much. It was good. It was good for half the price of a WWE ticket, though.
Yeah, bro. A quarter of the price, bro. For how close we were. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
MJF Hurt Syndicate, big dog.
Hey, here we go. We get the MJF that we all been waiting for. He's our scumbag MJF. I think him leaning too far to be a heel is good, but it gets dry quick. But him being this, you know what I'm saying, like in between heel and face slash, you know, him coming to the ring, bro, and standing next to fucking Shelton Benjamin like nothing happened. Just
calling him Montel and Bob. Like, I love it, bro. I love it.
Bobby Lashley has some hate in his eyes.
Yeah.
For MJF, bro.
Hell yeah.
He looked at him like, yo, I can't believe this dude. Yo, first of all, we didn't need your help. All right. And MJF just swear to God, is like, man, I helped y'all retain the titles. You know, now y'all can help me get the world title.
But it's exactly like Seth's fucking favor to Paul Heyman. It's like, no, now you own me. I know you didn't need my help or I didn't do anything for you, but you need me now, guys. Yeah. You guys owe me.
Yeah. It's just like that. It's just like that, bro. But yeah, again, putting MJF with the Hurt Syndicate, bro, it's star power all over. It's up and down the roster, bro. So this is going to be something good, and I guarantee it's going to develop something even better down the line. So I'm excited for this. Again, great program they got with these 4. So good shit. And rumor is, word on the street, Cedric Alexander is going to sign with AEW.
I'm looking forward to it. Like we said, I think the best angle for this is they finally accept MJF, and then here comes Cedric like, y'all sure you want to accept him or y'all want me? So maybe MJF and Cedric fight for the spot to be in the Hurt Syndicate.
Ooh, Aaron Booker again, bro. Look at this, man.
I would like that. I like that.
I like that idea. I like that. I runs with that. I rock with that. All right. Women's Cup Open. Owens. We get the Thunder Rosa versus Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
Chris Statlander get to win, rightfully so.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
It was good. It was a decent match. I'm just
decent match.
I'm not here for Thunder Rosa. I'm not here for Thunder Rosa. I'm not here for her.
Not yet. You will.
Yeah.
You will be. Trust me. She's coming along. You got to give her some time. Don Callis family. We get Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita. Now with the Murder Machines being out, we're talking about 2 more new recruits to the Don Callis family. I ask you, my good man, who do you think will be in the Don Callis family? It can't be no scrub. It's got to be someone like, because he keeps those ballers on his roster.
Man, this is tough. Could they convince maybe one of the new people, Kevin or Speedball? Could they bring them over? Hey, man, are you sick of being Will Ospreay's? There goes that fireworks again. I don't even know how that happens. Could it be like, are you sick of being Will Ospreay's, tag team partner or something? Guess who the Don Callis family hates Will Ospreay.
Right.
So that could be the angle they're going with. Could they bring in a Ricochet? Maybe, but he doesn't need to be there. He don't need to be there. It's tough.
Could it be a collab? Could it be more of a collab? And I'll say this, a collab with the Shane Taylor Promotions.
Yeah.
Maybe they could do it.
Daniel Garcia?
Taylor. Ooh. Daniel Garcia turn heel?
Yeah.
Join the Don Callis family?
Trying to get his belt back somehow. Something like that.
Who else? Who else in AEW that would be pretty good with the Don Callis family?
I think Speedball's the one I'm looking at the most right now.
No, he's too nice. He's too nice, bro. It's like I don't see a heel side in Speedball. That's the down thing about him.
Because he's always, coming out.
He's very nice. Very nice guy. He say he needs some new shoes. I need some new shoes.
No, you need a shoe, bro. You don't need new shoes. You need a shoe, bro.
You need some shoes, bro.
Yeah. I know Solo couldn't wrestle that long with no shoes. He said that shit started hurting.
Did he?
Yeah. That's why he wears the shoes now, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too much, bro. I mean, walking to that ring, and you got to make sure everything's clean out there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that, bro. I'm protecting my feet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Who can be replaced in the Don Callis family, man. Who can?
Could be anyone. Could be anyone.
Brolic heels they have right now in AEW that I can see with Don Callis family. I don't see anybody.
It doesn't make sense that you'd want to work for Don Callis. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man, because he takes them to the top.
He does.
He makes them relevant.
I liked what was it? Was it on last week's Dynamite? The fan dresses Don Callis and Don Callis.
And it was 2 of them. This was another one. He was like, "What? Let's take this."
I was like, I want one every week ringside, bro. I want one every week ringside.
Man, see, look, I told you, Don Callis, very important part of the AEW show. Dynamite, like his family, like he's good on the mic. He's a perfect heel manager type guy, right?
Yeah.
That's why I say him and Paul Heyman together have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Would be great, bro. Heyman men versus Don Callis family would be fucking fun. It'll be fun.
We get Y2J taking time off. I hear Fozzie's going on tour. That's kind of why. But there's also that word on the street that he was doing a podcast, and they asked, would he ever come back to WWE?
He said, yeah.
He said he would. Do we want him back? Fuck no. I don't even want you in AEW, bro.
Well, I don't want him back in WWE because WWE is not going to utilize him in the way that he should be utilized.
Yeah.
How he's being utilized right now is perfect. He's being there to build up new stars. That's all he's been doing. From the Inner Circle all the way up to the Jericho Appreciation Society, all the way to the Learning Tree. He is just building stars, building people, putting them more relevant. Now, whether they becoming household name stars, no, but they're making them more relevant. Look what he did with Brian Keith. He gave direction to Big Bill. He put Matt Menard and Cool Hand Hurt on the map by being a Jericho Appreciation Society. Anna Jay got put on the map by being a Jericho Appreciation Society. We had my man Crazy, the young boy. It's been a while. Sammy Guevara. Guevara, Sammy Guevara, like he helps him out, and and now look what he's doing to Bandino.
If Y2J comes back to WWE, I would like to see him in strictly manager role. Strictly manager role. Strictly manager. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, I mean he's making Bandino relevant. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're talking about Bandino. We're caring about his match. We're caring about the storyline. So, and that's all because of Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
So, Chris Jericho do need to sit his ass down. I'll keep saying that shit, but I can't take away from the work that he's doing to the younger talent. So.
Yeah. But bye.
Deuces,
bye, guys.
Ooses.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. So main event time, huh?
Yeah. 2 of the Death Riders, 2 of the Ops.
Yes, sir. I'm loving this Ops and Death Rider shit already, bro.
Ops get the dub, bro. That means, they next in line then, bro. That's how it rolls.
Threat for the titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe. We got the handsome young devil Hook.
I like
Shibata.
Hook, I like Hook.
Shibata.
He has such a bright future, Hook.
Yeah.
Once they find his niche, like his lane for real, he's gonna be big. He's gonna be big because he has all the intangibles, bro.
Yeah.
His in-ring work looked very realistic. Like those when he's in the corner, he's throwing those haymakers on your stuff, bro.
Yeah. The last FTW champion, bro. Hook.
The very last one.
Yeah.
Hey, and rightfully so. Taz designed the last. I mean, come on. That's a.
It makes the most sense. Makes the most sense. Yeah,
so,
yeah, for sure.
But the Ops gets the win, and I feel like the Ops is going to take those trios titles from the Death Riders. And I think once that happens, then we're going to start seeing the crumble of the Death Riders Foundation.
Yeah. Does it happen at Double or Nothing?
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's 2 months away. 2 months away-ish, because it's at the end of May. We're only at the beginning of April right now. Right. So.
Yeah, it's May 25th. It's a while.
Plenty of build.
So we can get a lot of build. Death Riders probably win 1 or 2 matches, or whether it be singles or whether it be another tag match. Hell, I might even say it's going to be a triple threat match for a elimination title match. And well, I'm not going to say that, but I think Death Riders get them just to put that thought in their head, like they can lose to the Death Riders. So I like it. I like the Ops. I like what they're doing with these 3. You know, it feels organic, and with Samoa Joe being the main one helping these 2, I think it's only right. So
crazy. Samoa Joe never got a world title in motherfucking WWE, bro. Crazy work. Crazy.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty positive, bro. Pretty positive. And he might be the only one to say, "Look at me when I'm talking to you," when he's talking to Brock Lesnar. Woo!
Yeah, he put that boy on notice, boy. That was one of his best promos he cut in WWE.
Yeah, bro.
He came out there like that.
That shit was good.
And that's
but overall, Dynamite was good, bro. Everyone go watch it on HBO Max so we don't know the numbers and we can keep arguing about it. You know?
Yeah. Dynamite was a good show. Good show this week, man. It flew by because it was well crafted to how they lined everything up one by one, bro.
Yeah. Had good flow to the show.
Yes.
Good flow to the show.
Definitely, bro. So, yeah.
You got anything else on the AE dubs?
No. I got some AEW topics, but that's for Word on the Street. So,
tune into Word on the Street, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Somewhere down here, over here. Peace.